Hi guys, I'm in Kharkiv today. This is my friend Sarah and she will introduce herself shortly. So we just came from Kiev and me and Ukraine aid operations came back again to Kharkiv and brought necessary supplies for the units who are fighting for the front line.
Welcome to Kharkiv.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Good to hear you and to meet you again. And basically, today is July 25th, the evening, and last night Kharkiv again was heavily bombed, and Chuguev city was heavily bombed. House of Culture, 3 missiles hit a school. What do you know about that? Are there any casualties after this?
So unfortunately, we've been hit nonstop, as you know, because you've made multiple trips to Kharkiv, and that's why we're so grateful to you and Ukraine Aid Ops for everything you're doing for the front lines. And it's with the heaviest heart that 3 bodies belonging to brave Ukrainians are buried underneath the rubble at the cultural center. And because their families have not been identified yet, or have not been notified yet, that's all the information that can be released at the moment. But yet again, Russian terrorism has led to the death of innocent Ukrainians.
Yeah, well, you see what have been happening, and actually we're sitting here, and we were constantly hearing artillery fights, maybe like 5 kilometers away from us, and we don't know what is going to be at night because these are outcoming, I believe, right? But incoming, they're normally start hitting like at night in the late evening.
Yeah, so anywhere between. It can be 24 hours, and that's what Russian terrorism is about, is that we never know when it's going to strike. And because they're cowards, they shoot over the border at us. But the reality is that between 10 p.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., we're bound to get hit. Last night, at least 10 rockets came in and around the city. And ultimately, the Russians are cowards who have to try to attack us when people are sleeping. But ultimately, the city of Kharkiv never sleeps against Russian aggression.
Yeah, well, also please tell us where did you go today and what did you do, because what Sarah does is unbelievable, and I'm so grateful for all the work she does bravely and passionately. Please tell us.
So we were talking, and Maria said, are you okay being on camera because you just came in from somewhere. I just came in from a combat medic training course where brave heroes of Ukraine came from Ivano-Frankivsk to teach civilians in southeast Kharkiv Oblast how to deal with medical traumas, including tourniquet work, including bandaging, including something called March, which is the ability to try to understand where a person is injured and how to best treat them. So we were out there in the rain with kids as young as 7 years old, because Russian terrorism affects everyone and anyone who's innocent. And so these kids were next to their parents learning how to apply tourniquets. And I was there with them covering it, helping teach a little bit. And ultimately, as you can see, my uniform was still the Trident, but I was in my t-shirt because we were out in the middle of the woods in the rain.
You look great, and I really, as I said before, I really need some more patriotic t-shirts to have, because I only have like in my, actually, you know, I haven't done any shopping like since war started, and I just like did a few t-shirts online, but I really loved it. So guys, you see what do your kids do when they have free time, how they entertain themselves, how they spend their summer holidays. That's what Ukrainian children do. They have trainings, combat medical trainings, how to use tourniquets instead of playing on the playgrounds.
And I've given you some of the video, so you can go ahead and show it to your audience, because ultimately everyone needs to see this. Everyone needs to see the reality being that children are affected by Russian terrorism, and that the only way to stop this terrorism and bring back life to the kids is to destroy the cowardly Russian fascists and stop their genocide against Ukraine.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I would like to thank all our audience for the support that they give, because without you, we cannot win this war, and all together we will win this war.
And I would like to say a special thanks to not just Maria, but the organization that she came to Kharkiv with. I mentioned them earlier, Ukraine Aid Ops, which has provided invaluable support, not just in Kharkiv Oblast, but around Ukraine. And for that, if you have a chance, please go ahead and make a contribution. This is money that goes directly into supplies for the brave soldiers, territorial defense, National Guard, Ukrainian armed forces that need this weaponry, lethal, non-lethal supplies, in order to make sure that the subhuman Russian orcs are vanquished once and for all.
Yeah, and the difference is that guys from Ukrainian aid ops, they personally deliver supplies to the units who are fighting on the front lines. So I will leave underneath the link. Please support as much as you can, and we would be very highly appreciated. Sarah, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time when I come to Kharkiv, and you're always welcome to visit us in Kyiv as
I
well.
can't wait, and it's always such a pleasure to see visitors from the capital come in, and thanks for not forgetting about us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you.